Hello and welcome to the 35th episode. This is your host Timster Gaming and I'm playing OTTD on a huge Europe map, and the Megalomaniac Sunday is continuing with yet another episode. So last episode we came as far as Höfn, and that one is correct. Done. And I'm a little bit worried about this, if it's going to work as I planned, but we'll see. So I'm going to allow myself to make some terraforming here to get these stations in. Right now I'm just going to bring this over, but I probably have to redo this at a later stage, but that doesn't matter too much, because I think this will just be a huge stationary, all of it. Yes. So let's do that. Get through there. These holes we can always fill in without having any bad conscience. This one will continue there and just sort that. Goody goody. So I'm going to continue down here and over there, and I'll actually stay next to the coast, even though it's it means that you're going to go down in level, but that's fine. It's not too much of a hustle. This will actually kind of mirror what infrastructure there is in Iceland, as there are not trains in Iceland, railways, and the main infrastructure in Iceland is actually a coastal road. That loops around the island, so this will actually mirror that quite well. So let's bring in something here and there. Do that. We'll actually put 3. I don't think I'm going to need it, but I'll do it anyway, because we also need to get the livestock from here. So putting that one in and bringing everything down there. Good stuff. And I think this one produced a lot, right? 72, yeah, that's quite a lot. So we'll do the same here, new. And this one. Make sure it's wool. Get there, full load. And again, I will have to put in one of these here, just to be sure. And this one has no loading and no unloading. Since the Pathfinder isn't fantastic, so it's better to do that. Get to Höfn out and transfer. Get back through this one. And to depot. So we have 5 things. Okay, great. So let's make it 5 there as well. Great. And I'll also do livestock. I think I can use the same type, right? Yes. These are not that quick. These are faster, but these take much more. So I'll do that. Put on livestock. Fit. And I'll just do that, but with the difference that we will not do Höfn out, but instead we are going to the horse market. Done, and we'll do 5 here as well then, which is, that was actually 6 in both, but whatever. I'm a little bit worried though that these are going to clog up now, but we'll see what happens. Good. Next thing to put in on this is another station. Oh shite, it ended up being a part of this one, of course. Let's do that, call it Höfn Valley. And I'm not going to put that one together with the other, just to avoid them doing silly things. Put in a dock there. And road depot. Good. So this one will be farm supplies. Höfn Farm Supplies. And I think we're going to get farm supplies in for one. Let me see, how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yeah. Which means 270 is very close, right? We have 250. No, it's not. 250 is 5. It's actually 280. And I'm quite sure there is no such ship, right? Available ships. Farm supplies. So 270 is a good ship, but 280 is what we need. That one do 360. 295. Don't know what those have. 300. These have way too little, I think. 124 tons of fish. So that was not great. This one do 250, which is not better either. Okay. 360 is too much and it's way too slow. I might do that one anyway, actually. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to put in something. The best would be if they could do 28, but I don't think there was any of those, right? Is there anyone that could do 28? 30. I believe there was one like taking 27 or something, which is like not very useful. This one takes only 16. $37. 60. Not bad. That means we'll do 300 actually. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's fine. Do farm supplies. I'm going to timetable this one at a later stage offline just to make sure that we get this thing to work. There and there and there. No unloading, no loading. No loading and no no loading and no unloading. And get to depot. There. Good. And I did do farm supplies, I hope. Good. And let's do another one of those. Oh, this one is even slower. 48. Crap. Can't do that. If they had been a 30, then it would make sense. This one is 30 and quicker. Let's do that instead. And it kept those, so that's great. And it needs to now go twice back and forth, so it might actually not need to go to depot. And wait, we'll see. Full load, get it over there, 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 and to the depot. And put in no loading, no unloading. No loading and no unloading. Good. Done. For those two. And I'm also going to get the livestock from here, just to have that sorted as well. So I'll actually just clone one of those and change it to move that one, delete. I'm not sure why it's going to depot there, but whatever. And bring it into the horse market instead. Don't go to depot. Great, and change this one to do livestock instead. Like that. Great. That means we have some livestock coming to the horse market, and we have the wool coming in, and we have prepared for the farm supplies as well. So now off camera I'm going to arrange the shipping down to Ireland, because that's going to be a long and not very interesting process. So I'll be back soon. So back again with this. So I have set up a route, and I'm just finishing it off now. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use this for two purposes. So I'm coming in with farm supplies, which I transfer, then bring it out again there and get to the depot, where I'm going to refit it to wool again. Done. And then it will go back there. So what happens now is that this one will come out picking up wool in Höfn in Iceland, and then bring it all the way down to Derry. In Derry it will unload the wool. It will then continue to Belfast, where it will be refitted to carry farm supplies. Pick up farm supplies in Belfast, go all the way back to Iceland, unload the farm supplies, go back into the depot, and then be refitted to wool, and back into the station in Höfn to pick up wool and go back to Ireland with it. That will keep the amount of farm supplies low in Belfast, but since it's not going to full load, I don't think it's going to cause too much of a supply issue, so I hope it's fine. So let's put on 6 here. Let's make sure that we have full load, because I found some ships sailing around that didn't have that. So those should be fine there. What I'm going to do now is that I will go back here, and in Derry, because I have one here, so I'm going to clone 2 more here. The first one I'm going to go directly to number 30. This is a little bit risky later on, because if I duplicate these when they actually carry farm supplies, then they will not pick up anything else. So therefore it's a little bit tricky when you do double routing like this, but it should be fine. So that first one is going to directly to Belfast, while this one will take a little bit longer journey. So I'm going to bring it up there to 26. Reason being that it's going to get a little bit further behind. Like that. Good. Sorted. So that means we now have farm supplies on the way. So what we need to do here now is to make sure that we get the wool in. So I found these. Let me see what they are. That came from the Netherlands. These ships here. There's like a bunch of them that should have taken plant fibers to store away, but since they didn't have full load any cargo as first, they just had to go to the air docks. Therefore, all of them just went together to store away without any cargo. And that's why we suddenly had some plant fibers down here. So I added another ship for it. But whatever. No, that was not the right one. Plant fibers is here. Of course, yeah. So the ones I put on there will have exactly the same issue. So they will have just left immediately as well. Let me see. Because if I remember correct, I did actually add some. No, I didn't. Okay. I didn't add any. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, it will sort itself out. I would assume that we are going to lose plant fibers here, because the rating is now 40% and mediocre, but whatever. They will find their way. It's not a major issue, really. Anyway, so continuing. What we're going to do now is to get the stuff sorted so we can actually get some things from Derry to the let me see, like that, from Derry to the textile mill, and do that way. No. Derry wool. Good. Yeah, because it only needs to go down there, so we just need one train. So no issues with that. The problem is I've now filled the capacity on this one, which ain't great, but whatever. The wool, and we need to do 270, which is 50. That is 160, which means we are missing 90, unfortunately. And if they had been 15, I could fix that. But I could put on 3 of these, right? So let's put on 3 of these and 10 of these. hope that's actually something that will work. Wool. Oh, I need to check. It was 270, right? It wasn't, it was 250. Oh yeah, sorry, that's right. Of course it was. Remove this one, remove that one. New vehicles, 2 of these instead. And 270. We could actually do a shorter train and just do half of it, which might make sense. I can't do 135 because I don't have anyone with odd numbers, so it's not doable. Okay. Not sure if this one will work, but we'll find out. Full load. Get moving down here. I need to put an in on this one because the others are too short. And dog in. Like that, and it will just go back here to the depot. Done. Perfect. Restart. Or start it. Good. So that means we are now getting everything we need also to Donegal Woods, or to Donegal, which is great stuff. That means we have more production in Ireland. The Irish government is most pleased with this. So that was that. So continuing on, we have more to do in Scotland. So let me see. We need to get some stuff over here to Dundee. We have prepared for it, and we are not going through this one. We will stay out of that one, which means that we are going to connect this one up that way. So the only thing going through will be the farm supplies, just to try to keep the number of trains going through that junction a little bit lower if possible, since it is already difficult. Because this one is stuck there, it's going to turn that way. This one is stuck there, I think it's going to cross, because this one is going that way, and there's one behind it as well. Except for that, it's not too... yeah, there's one there as well. And one there waiting as well, so yeah, it's not great. Anyway, so we are going to try to sort something out up this valley and get through there, and up there is my plan. So I'll just use the same track piece here, like that, and then put a short double track, which is way shorter than they should be, but there will never be any long trains here as far as I understand, because this one produced 27, so it's not too bad or much really. So let's do that and bring this one through the gap. Bring it that way and do that over and through the tunnel there, and bring it on that side. I'll put in the signaling when I remember. because I can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the absolute maximum length on these. So let's put a sign. Short passing loop. The issue here is that I'm using green as the company color, so you can't really see it, but whatever. So I'll continue up this valley. There. And just do this to make it look better and bring it up there. Because we'll get livestock from there as well. So therefore I'm going to make a short station. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because that would indicate that something is wrong. Hopefully. I remember. Could as well have brought it from that side actually. But whatever, I have brought it from this side. It makes sense actually, it's short. So wool from Fort William. Put in a small train. How much did we say? 27? 27, okay, so that's 100. That's 90. So just put in 3 of these, I think. 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Full load. And get cracking over here. Waypoint is just next to it. And I really hope that we don't have an issue here. No, we don't. Good. So immediately put a station in here. Move that one, put one there, call it dot in. Put in one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, and then we'll just put some goods next to it, 4 and 4. Brilliant. This one can then just go there and there, and back to the depot. Good, and clone it. Done. So let's put in a couple of signaling here because I can see it's lacking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 9 on that side. And we'll do the same here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and put the other one there then. Just to avoid issues. Perfect. Then we need to find the other one. So that was the wool from Fort William, and then we need to find the wool in Inverness, which I believe is this one. Yes, it was. Either I bring it in that one or I bring it down there. I think it makes more sense to bring it down there, to be honest. So I'm going to do just that. So let's do that. A lot of work for very little, but whatever. A lot of noise for very little wool. said the lady who shaved the pig. So let's put in that one there, and because we can, we'll make a normal one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really didn't want to bring it that way, but whatever. Let's do that. Put that one in there, and off we go. Get through there. Did I completely miss it? No, I'm still on the way. Still on track. Which is very good when you are building trains. And whoopsie, up there, and just do that. And I suggest extending that one. Let me see, how much did we get? 7. So let's do that so we have 8 then. Put in a fixture like that. And down there. And put on some good stuff there. 4 on that side, and we'll just put 4 of something else on this side. Why did I do that? Duh. Don't need to have that. This is what we were supposed to be doing. No, it's supposed to be a 3-year. Sorry, it needs to be a 3-year because we have these as well. And I don't think we have wool anywhere. So I'll just be boring and do a fixture. Put in a depot. This is starting to get repetitive. Put in a depot, change the name. Put on a train. Not sure what this one produces. 54, look at that. So that means 150. So we'll put on 6 of these then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wool. Load here. Oh, that means we didn't need the turnaround there. That's great. Much improved. This is a very long trip without waypoint, but hopefully it works. So let's do that, and done. And put on 3 trains and get going. Good, good. Perfect. So this one will also get plant fibers from Lear, which means that we need to bring it in somewhere. I wonder if it comes in at Edinburgh Mill, maybe. Could transport it by train. Does it make sense? Probably not, but I'll do it anyway. I don't want to do it in Newcastle because it just gets stuck somewhere. So let's do it in Edinburgh Mill. It's possible to extend this one. Yes, it is. Great. The only problem here is that we don't really have room for a depot, but whatever. So let's put in those. Just needs to be 4. Need to find anything big, and then we'll just put the depot there. It looks a little bit peculiar, but well, have to live with that for now. There will be a depot on that side as well, but I have no idea what this one is supposed to be called. Let's put on that one and plant fibers. It will do 100, so let's do that and 2 of those then. Plant fibers. Done, and go in there and full. Go to any cargo and get tracking through that waypoint. And bring it up here. Get through the waypoint and done and dusted to the depot. Perfect. So that one fixed. And then we need to figure out a way to get over here. So I'm just going to follow this route, I guess. There, and then bring it in here. So I'm going to put in a buoy somewhere here, and then bring one in here, which should work, I hope. Perfect. So off camera I'm going to fix this route from Leer. It will be a problem because all of the ones on the other line are stuck after each other, which means that they are just going to come directly after each other and meddle in that later on. So that means that it's going to be an uneven distribution, but I honestly don't really have any other option. So that's the way it will be. So I will sort that out, and the Megalomaniac Sunday is about to continue. So until then, have fun and thank you so much for watching.